which CP3's been doing it for a while. And do what you got to do. Get it how you live. Get that money where you can get it. Especially if you can get the promotional money. Harden is the flopping king. Actually, I think it's CP3. I'm starting to see CP3 in a different light because he does a lot of complaining. He does a lot of flopping. And I don't know if I've seen him joke like this, like he's been doing. He will joke, he will clown. So I'm starting to like and dislike CP3 all in one. Baseball update. My Rangers just lost 3-0. Houston up 74-68. Phone lines open 469-351-0881. Houston on it again, says Big. Excuse me. All right, so Philadelphia is plus 40 with Embiid on the court. If that don't tell you how important Embiid is, that right there tells you how important Embiid is. Jimmy Butler's important as well. So my Game 7 picks, let me see where it is first. Let me do that first. Denver, I got Denver closing it out in Denver. And I got the 76ers closing it out in Toronto. 74-68. Chris Paul falling out of bounds. The ball bounced off his foot. Excuse me. Steph is going to have to get it going, though. Steph has got 3. He's only got 1 field goal. 74-70. When will Durant come back? That's a huge question right there. When or if, when or will he not be coming back? They're going to reevaluate him next week. This is what makes this even more interesting right now. A mild calf sprain. Didn't look like anything happened. Didn't look like he was even hurt. Draymond looked like he got called for a charge. Draymond about to get teed up soon. Says RC, I agree. Draymond loves, I love the guy because of his passion. But the dude loves playing with fire. He loves playing with fire. And like the saying is, you play with fire, you get burned. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. 73-74 Rockets. GA not win anything without KD. He wasn't set, says Mo. But if you're the team that may face the Warriors, which I think they're going to win this series, you got to be licking your chops, though. You have to be thinking in the Dumber Dumber quote, so you mean I've got a chance. You got to be thinking about that without KD. But I don't think this team is that. KD was icing on the cake, but they were still a good team without KD. That is taking them to the next level. I get that. But they've been able to do it without him, and I think they'll be able to do it again. Uh, 75-76 Houston. 469-351-0881. The series has gotten interesting. Definitely gotten interesting. Bucks. Fear the deer. They will not have Paul Gasol out of the playoffs after a foot surgery. Now, Paul Gasol wasn't playing anyway. So, I appreciate ESPN for giving me that information. But quite honestly, it's not going to matter. They're still going to be good. Brogdon coming back. Chris Middleton. George Hill. Eric Bledsoe. And Giannis. That starting five right there can get you somewhere. I may be wrong. I picked the Sixers to go to the finals. I'm still going to stick with that. But Milwaukee can very likely go to the finals. Iguodala coming out of the game. McKenzie coming into the game. McKenzie's been getting some run during these playoffs. His first name, Alfonso McKenzie, been getting some run. So they're going to need him, though. They're definitely going to need him. Harden is struggling tonight from the free throw line. He is. Curry's first, went scoreless in the first, and then he ended up scoring like his first point after the first half. 77-75 Houston. Looney going to the line. Harden is struggling. I agree with you on that one. Breaking news. Albert Pujols had his 2000th RBI, but the story is that the ball was found. Tigers fan plans to give milestone ball to Pujols. Shout out to Albert Pujols, man. He's been doing this for years. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. They're forcing the ball out of Curry's hands pretty effectively. Game is tied right now. Woo! Harden getting double teamed. Shout out to Austin Rivers. Being a kid where your father is a coach, your father is a former player, it is very easy to not be as successful or to try to live in your parents' shadow. But Austin Rivers has been a very solid player. In these playoffs, he's been huge for the Rockets. Now, tonight, he's got 6. Gerald Green's got 6. Shumpert played 8 minutes, or playing 8 minutes, haven't scored anything yet. So, man, it's going to be a good game. This is going to be a good fourth quarter, too. The dude left the stadium before getting the ball authenticated, so it basically is worthless. But we all know people will still pay good money for it. True. And I don't know what I would do in that situation because I'm a baseball fan. I would love to have memorabilia, but I also respect the player. Like if you were a guy, if you were that player that got your 2000th hit, wouldn't you want the ball? Wouldn't you want the ball so you can put it in your case at home or wherever you would want to put it? I think you would want that. So to me, I don't know which way I would go because I would want to maybe give it to Pujols, give it back to him. But also, you think about how much money you could possibly get And you look at it from that standpoint, you could probably get cashed out pretty nicely. So you got to think about it. I'm sure the team would have given him tickets and cash. Yeah, good point. Probably tickets. I don't think they would have given him any cash. Maybe they would have gave him season tickets for the rest of the season or something. I love my dad's live Facebook posts. I'm gonna read them here because he's a diehard Warriors fan. But his first one was Steph must have left his game back in the Bay. And then he says, "Come on, Clay and Draymond, carry us for a quarter." And then he said, "I see you, Looney." Looney's been putting in some good minutes too, and he's had to. You don't have JaVale McGee. You added Bogut back, but Bogut's, he's got to get back into the mix. He's played 12 minutes tonight. Looney played 11. He's got 12 points. All right, other news. Major League Baseball I wanted to talk about real quick. So someone from the White House staff made a post saying that the Boston Red Sox, as in SOCKS, will be coming to celebrate their 2018 World Series championship. Obviously, they spelled Sox wrong. It's supposed to be SOX. Multiple Red Sox players will not be attending, Alex Cora and several players, obviously because of the issues with the Trump administration. So even though I guess they're still going through with this, good luck, because if I won, I wouldn't be going. I would not go. To me, what is that worth? Going to visit the president has been diminished. It has been degraded. At this point, why? Me shaking his hand or me meeting him, what is that going to do to my life? Nothing. I may be able to shake some, I might get some spray tan on my hand or something like that. But what is that really going to do for me? So it seems like they're going through with it. 77, 79. Uh-oh. Chef Curry's cooking. 80-79 Golden State. If he gets in rhythm, and if you rewind back, I believe this was last year's playoffs. How many games were they down by like 15 going into the fourth quarter and they come back? Playing from coming back is not a thing, but they did have KD, so you do got to factor that in. You do have to factor that part in. 469-351-0881 call-in line is open. Going back to the Celtics topic here, Marcus Smart says that that's BS, talking about Kyrie's leadership killed the Celtics. I don't think it was Kyrie's leadership. I think it was the chemistry, which is kind of hard. I get it with Stevens as the coach, but it's kind of hard when you had two of your star players missing last year, and you were able to do what you did with Scary Terry, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. Now you add in Kyrie, you add in Gordon Hayward. I was thinking this team should be dramatically better. On paper, they were. On the floor, in the locker room, they were not. And it's hard to just flip a switch and just be able to work well with everybody, because you didn't have that last year. Now, you had a young Jason Tatum who had the ball in his hands. You had Scary Terry who had the ball in his hands often. They had time to create. They had time to make plays. This year, they didn't have that. Kyrie was there. Gordon Hayward getting paid backing up the Brinks truck